What is going on, guys? Luke here today with vital information on what is going on with the EV stocks. And if you own these stocks or are thinking about buying one of them, you need this information. These stocks were high flying, can't miss stocks just a few months ago. So let's talk about what you should do right now in regards to these EV speculative stocks. You know, should you buy or bail out altogether? Are they still overpriced? Or should you go all in? So let's get some answers right now. Welcome back, everyone. So this is probably the second or third most asked topic on this channel, so we will go in depth to figure out what is going on and what you should do. And as a bonus at the end, I will give you the one thing you clearly need to understand to successfully own any of these stocks. So make sure you hang around for that. Well, we haven't done this in a while, guys, so let's try to hit 2,000 likes in 24 hours. Or is it 24? Whatever makes 24. And if we hit 2,000 likes, I will do an entire video sitting on my hands, which, as you guys know, will be virtually impossible for me to do. So like the video if you haven't already, and let's dive into this. So what the heck is going on with these stocks? They have had a wild ride over the past few months. For example, let's look at Nikola first, or Nikola, or whatever you call it. I call it Nikola. It was kind of the first poster child for this current movement for the run-up in EV speculative stocks. Just look at this chart right here. It goes up to $80 per share on nothing but hype and hope, and you see it's at $24 right now, and we all know why. It's very scandalous over there. So if you bought at $80 thinking it was going to be the next Tesla, well, I hate to tell you, but you're down, over 65% or so. That really hurts. But is there an opportunity there? We will get to all those in just a little bit, so just hang on. So let's take a look at my favorite of the group. That would be Hyliion. Again, a huge run-up based on nothing except hype and hope. Now, I'm not saying they don't have a product. Now, slow down. Don't go blasting me down in the comments just yet. I'm sure there'll be plenty of that coming, but slow down. But answer this question for me. What exactly did they do from a revenue standpoint to justify a 5x jump in price? Just look at the chart. You could pick up the stock in June for $10. Then it ran up to over $50, which is kind of where I sold my shares. And then I promptly got hammered in the comments for doing it. And now it's just under $30 per share. Now, I actually like the stock and what they do, but this is just nuts and reeks of speculating, not investing. And even look at Workhorse right here. Look at their chart. It could be had for under $5 back in June. That's $5. That's less than a meal at McDonald's. It has now ran up to over $30 before settling in between $22 and $28 the past few weeks. I will again ask the same question. What has Workhorse done from a revenue standpoint to justify a 5x to 6x jump in price? Hopes of a massive United States Postal Service contract? If that's your answer, then it's probably already priced in. All of these three stocks enjoyed massive run-ups over the summer. But why? I think the expectations for a lot of investors is one of these, or all of these, may be the next Tesla. And since Tesla has been so red hot, so too has anything with EV in the title or in the business. And speaking of hot, Webull's 2 stock promotions expire soon, and yes, they will probably do it again like they always do. But use the link down below, deposit $100, and get 2 free stocks, and use that $100 to buy Hertz. Just kidding. Don't buy Hertz, don't do it. No. But should you expect these stocks to move with and like Tesla stock? Well, there is one big difference between Tesla and all these other companies, and a lot of new investors are missing it. Take your pick. It doesn't matter which one, but there is one major difference. Tesla is profitable, has revenue, has infrastructure in place now today, and is expanding it rapidly, and they have buyers, like tons and tons of buyers. Nikola, they got stationery with company letterhead on it. I'm pretty sure that's about it for now, and a bunch of lawyers. That's all they got. Hyliion, that's my personal favorite of the group, has the beginning of something and the best product in my opinion, but not even on the same planet as Tesla. Workhorse? They are banking on the USPS contract, and even if it does come through, how much of it is priced in? And also, look at their balance sheet. They have way more liabilities than assets, and I really think their cash position is weak for such a new company. Now contrast that with Tesla's balance sheet. Just phenomenal in every way for now. Tesla can pretty much do whatever they want when they want. They can raise even more money through a stock offering again if they wanted to. They can go to the debt markets if they want to. And guess what? Tesla is turning a profit, unlike these guys. I guess what I'm trying to say is the balance sheets and the overall company couldn't be any more night and day between Tesla and the EV players. So you absolutely should not expect them to move even similar to Tesla. So let's talk about the question I get the most, and that is, what should you do in my opinion? To me, there are only 3 things you should consider doing with these stocks, and I need to put my hand down. And remember, this is for entertainment purposes only. Do not listen to me. And actually, they are pretty simple, but you really need to think hard about each one. Okay, so number 1, you should absolutely subscribe and like the video. Oh, come on guys, relax. I haven't done it in a while, so I just couldn't help myself. At least give me credit for trying. So the real number 1, you should absolutely consider taking profits off the table right now. As discussed earlier, these are speculative plays. They are not revenue generating like Tesla, so it may be a while before you see these high prices again. And before you yell at me, you're absolutely right. It may skyrocket up again, but it's just as likely to go down. If you're new to the market, that's what happens with most speculative stocks. They go down and they never come back up. It's not like you just pick 5 speculative stocks to play and 3 or 4 of them go parabolic. I know that's how it feels right now, but that is not how it works long term. The number long term is much closer to 1 out of every 5. Okay, so number 2 thing you can do right now in my opinion, you can just sit and hold tight. If you really believe in one of these companies, and I mean really believe in one of them or more if you own more than one of these companies, then you just hold for now through the election volatility and whatever happens with the illness as the winter weather kind of comes in and everything dusts up again. I mean, think about it. If you bought Tesla back in 2012, 2013 timeframe when it was around $5 to $8, even $10 a share, you would have made a massive amount of money by now. And that time in Tesla's history is exactly where these stocks are now. They're back here. And if you believe in the stock that you own, then you might want to consider just holding tight for now. So the number 3 thing you can do right now if you really believe in these companies long term, then it may be a great time to buy. If you believe in these companies long term, then these next few months may provide you with some great buying opportunities. I mean, look at Hyliion for example. If your analysis is telling you it's an $80 to $100 stock in 2 years, and you can get it in the 20s, it looks like a great time to buy if that's your price target and where you think it's going. So what am I doing, you may ask? I feel only one of these companies is going to make it long term. It would be great if all of them did, but only 1, maybe 2 are going to make it long term in my opinion that you should never follow. And in my eyes, I know you already guessed it, that would be Hyliion. They were the most down the road out of the group, and Tesla doesn't really seem interested in playing in that specific space for now, as it's not a direct competitor like Nikola would be. And its product is already fielded, it's being used in the real world, and it's the easiest to scale out of the group. So to me, out of these stocks, it has the best chance of winning. Now I could be completely wrong on all of that. All of them may win. I could have picked the only loser. Who knows at this point? That's why they're all called speculative in the end. All right, so let's get serious here, bring it on in. Let's talk about the one thing you clearly need to understand to successfully own any of these stocks. These are speculative stocks, period. They are speculative. Do not confuse it with Tesla, which I agree is also volatile, but that's because it's a growth stock. It is not volatile like a speculative stock, and it does not carry the same risk. Those are 2 different types of volatility we're talking about right there. A growth stock will experience great growth, but also a lot of volatility. Volatility, if I could speak. But a growth stock is generally considered to be a good bet long term because they are out of the speculative stage. Now yes, it can still go bankrupt, and it's not as safe as say an Apple or an Amazon, but generally they are past the speculative stage, have a proven product, And if they aren't profitable, it's generally because they're using the money to expand the business to meet the crazy demand a good growth stock should be seeing. On the other hand, a speculative stock is even more volatile, and it's not considered a good bet long term. There's a reason why the vast majority of large investors shy away from these outside of a small portion of their portfolio. Think kind of, 1 to 3% of a portfolio. That's it. That's all they put into these stocks. These companies generally have no proven product, maybe a great concept, but not proven, little to no revenue, and generally very limited demand, if any for now, and are years away from profitability. But more importantly, and this is kind of where the warning comes into play, they are more likely to go bankrupt or trade at really low prices for years as management tries to stay afloat. This is the reality with speculative stocks, and hopefully it's a little clearer on what is going on and some options you have to think about. And if you don't have a plan or are struggling with your plan and want to work directly with me, check out the first link down in the description, and I will show you how to create a plan, set defined goals, how to analyze a stock, and build real wealth. And don't forget to sign up for Webull so you can get your free stock worth up to $1,600 when you deposit just $100. Wait, I think it's 2 free stocks. Yeah, depends on which time you're watching this video. Anyways, just do it. It's a good deal and you get free stocks. And show your support for the channel by liking the video and follow me on all my social media so you can watch me epically fail at all those. Thanks.